Hey there, my name's Adam. I make my instrumental music as My Pastel Ghosts, and today I'd love to take a moment to talk to you about why I'm getting into a small modular setup when I am primarily a guitarist. One of my favorite effect pedals of all time is Habit by Chase Bliss. It's so good at getting evolving soundscapes with a 3-minute memory, delay time up to a minute with up to infinite repeats that don't oscillate. I mention that because I heard about this module called Gloop. It is a tape loop style looper with up to 4 unique playheads that can be adjusted in volume, they can be panned. And right now I have the most simple patch set up, which is guitar into Chase Bliss Clean, Herbs and Stones Solid Felt, and then that signal is going into Gloop. Gloop Audio A out is going into CNVRG, which is my audio out into my audio interface. Anyway, the thing that I think is very awesome about Gloop is that you can record up to a 2-minute loop with unlimited overdubs. So the interesting thing about that right now is that I am recording silence. So I'm going to add an overdub on top of the loop that I have. And this is just stacking on top of the silence right now. So there's the beginning again, it's wrapping around. However, what I can do, we're on channel 1, if I want it to be a shorter loop, so I'm basically changing the size that it's going to play from. If I press this one down, the third one, it'll play in reverse instead, and use the first one to scan which part of the loop I want to play. And then we can set it to, say, half speed. So it's playing in half speed. We're still doing an overdub, so I'm going to do that more. And we'll bring up the second playhead, which on channel 2 is normal speed. It's the whole loop. For example, opposite of the one that I made half speed, we can make this 2 times speed. And we can put in reverse again too. Make it grain-like. That's good enough for now, and you can mix it by changing the overall volume of these. Put channel 3 to reverse, and we'll make it most of the loop length. This is going to be quiet. Going to stop overdubbing for now. But Gloop is like doing its own thing, and I can perform on top of that continuously by adding another overdub, which is really cool to me. Anyway though, we are going to take the audio output, rather than going straight to the end of the chain, I'm going to take audio out A, and the sound is going to cut off here. We'll bring that back in a moment. We're going to take audio out A into Instro Wave Shaper. It has 3 layers where you can basically shape the pattern that you're working with. So if I bring the audio output in, we're going to hear our audio again. It's going from here into the Wave Shaper input, then the Wave Shaper output is going to the same place it was going initially. So if I bring this knob up, it kind of distorts it and adds a lot of saturation. It's going to be really cool for some shoegaze-like projects at some point. So rather than stopping there, I'm going to take the output and put it into the wasp filter. So that's going into the input. We'll take our output back and toss it in here. So the next thing I want to talk about is Pamela's Pro workout. It is a clock base, so I have it set to 60 beats per minute. And then within that, output 1 is 1 times, so it's going to light up once every beat. If I change output 1, for example, by pressing in and going to say like 2 times, it'll go even faster. You can go slower too, like half speed. So we'll set it at the 2 times rate. And then modulate one of the CVs, which is control voltage, on the wasp filter. To change things up a bit more, I'm going to take the output out of the wasp filter for now, and I'm going to take another patch cable. So we're going to go out of the wasp filter into the quad VCA, which is going to boost our volume even more. We can really get it gritty. And I'm going to take one of the half-speed control voltages from Pamela's Pro workout and toss it into... Alright. So I can also take output B from Gloop. I can change these parameters, like say I want this to be louder. Or just bring in the loop again on track 4. So essentially what I'm doing here is creating a little environment that I can play guitar live into if I'm overdubbing. I can edit parameters on Gloop. I can twist knobs to like bring things up with the wave shaper here, which is super cool. And my case has room for 7 more modules and about half the space remaining. So with all that being said, I'm still new to this, I'm still learning, but I'm really enjoying the beginning phases. Reese, I love you. Yeah. He says I can do all the modular I want, as long as it's within budget, right, buddy?